Taurus, a lot of growth and a lot of expansion is clearly in the cards. But first, take a moment to come back to yourself, to rest, to reevaluate, okay? It's very clear, and this I think is just an overall theme for everyone, but especially if you're a Taurus rising watching this, remember that Venus is currently retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, and Venus is your chart ruler. So you really want to pay attention to this transit to see what's working, what's not in those themes of love, relationships, beauty, even your intimate relationships, because that was coming through very clearly with the channel. Even I would say as well, your relationship with food, that often gets connected with Taurus. But even when I was channeling, it was energy, especially if some of you really have a propensity towards like baked goods or carbs. Yes, it's a holiday, but I saw a lot of that energy. I also saw a lot of you even using your hands to make different goods or different food. And so that's something as well. Yeah, these channels, these messages were coming through very quickly in terms of how are you using your hands? Are you consistently going to your phone or using distractions when you know that you should just be sitting and contemplating or just enjoying the moment? Or are you always reaching for something and needing a distraction? That was one thing. Secondly, if some of you are wanting to re-establish your relationship with food, how you prepare food, or maybe just cooking more meals instead of ordering in, that's also a vibe. And remember, with this retrograde, it's very likely that you may be thinking of love and themes of sex and intimacy. That also came through in the channel, like these lips and kind of like vampire fangs and just licking the lips. I think maybe some of you are feeling a little frisky or wanting to get out there and really connect in that way. But I would really suggest that you get clear first on the relationships that you want to attract and not just go back to familiar energy, because this Venus retrograde, especially with Pluto's influence, is going to ask us to really go to that underworld energy, to really reevaluate why we keep attracting the same relationships, whether that's relationships with people, money, opportunities, even our body and our health, right? These are all going to be themes to focus on. I pulled 6 cards out of the gate. We're going into 2022, 6th year. So the top 3 cards, we have the Hermit with the 10 of Cups, and then we also have the 6 of Swords. So for me, this Hermit energy is a vibe, especially as we round out the year, to take a step back, to take some time for yourself. Again, this is very a collective energy of what's going on for everyone. But especially with that 10 of Cups, it could just mean taking some time to celebrate with your family, with those that you really value, and making that even more of a priority instead of always going and going, you wanting to now connect, or maybe making a family your priority moving forward, enhancing your relationships, enhancing your connection with your children, or wanting to bear children as well. This is something that I also want to encourage with that 6 of Swords energy, and it comes up later as well. I think some of you might be wrapping up and working extremely hard right now because you want to move, literally wanting to move homes, move countries, move and pursue something completely different in the interest of family or love. So keeping that in your mind as well, that's something you're like, I really want to move into a new house, or I want to renovate, or I just hope that things are going to get better. That 6 of Swords next to the 10 of Cups claims that it's very auspicious, very likely for this to happen. But that Hermit energy, recalibrating, taking some time for yourself, again, seeing that seems to be coming through as well. Why do you keep attracting either the same challenge or the same block or the same excuse perhaps as to why we're not pursuing that now, or why that hasn't maybe been a priority in the past? Some of you may really be working extremely hard, and work is taking more of a priority than these things, because the bottom 3 cards, we have the 10 of Wands with the Page of Swords, and then the Hierophant being the card that represents Taurus in the tarot deck. So I do think massive activations and expansion, especially given that the Hierophant is below that 6 of Swords. You're growing, expanding. Also for some of you, this could literally just mean a trip or wanting to get away potentially overseas. But going back to the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands and the Page of Swords, this feeling of exhaustion or working or taking on a lot of responsibility next to that Page of Swords, I just want you to be mindful if you keep going at this rate, there are probably going to be new news or new contracts that will emulate or mirror that energy into the new year. So if you want to keep working hard to the point of burnout, of injury, of not having the time to put into family or your dreams or even your legacy with that 10 of Cups energy, this is the time to say, I need to take some time for myself, just take a step back and really shift and be mindful of how I'm dividing my energy up. Because again, whether you're thinking of it from a manifestation standpoint or even just literally, if you don't have the space for what you desire, it can't fit. We have to let go of certain energies that are no longer serving us. It also be sometimes trying to fit into clothes that you owned when you were a child. Certain things don't fit anymore. Certain ways of working do not fit anymore. Your relationships may not fit anymore into this new version you're becoming. So don't be afraid to be introspective and be a little bit critical as well. Just with everything going on in your life, what's serving you, keep that. And the other things, maybe not so much, especially with that Hermit next to the 10 of Cups. Maybe if you don't see those people, those relationships, those opportunities as being someone or something that would still be in your life 10 years from now, intuitively ask yourself why you're still holding on to it. Because we want to make time and energy for the relationships that we have currently and the new ones that we're attracting to now be a priority so that we can be on a bougie boat, maybe a yacht, with these beautiful people moving forward, okay? Yeah, and I think for some of you, if you're wanting new employment, new opportunity, you can recalibrate the minimum so you're not working so much or so hard. And that might be asking for a raise, looking for jobs where they pay you more so you're not having to work as much, kind of working smarter, not harder, okay? And remember, astrologically speaking, the North Node will shift into Taurus around January 19th. So for all who are watching, who have dominant Taurus energy, it's gonna be huge, huge, huge activation, which makes sense why the Hierophant came into play. You get to create new rules, new structure. You're the boss. So own that energy. And this might even be a time as well with the Hermit and the Hierophant that you want to work with affluent people, study underneath them, hire a coach, a trainer, a mentor, someone that can bring you to that next level in a shorter amount of time. Yes, sit with that if it resonates, okay? Or just someone that inspires you in terms of online content or someone in the world and really learning from them, listening to a podcast that they were on or reading their book, something where you feel inspired so that you have that reference point of, well, that person did it. I know that they've done it, and that means that I can do it too, because we are all given equal opportunity and resources because we have the energy to cultivate our own self-worth and esteem and values every single day, which I think is also going to be a big theme with this Venus retrograde, okay? So I think I want to pull a few cards just as a point to look into 2022, some cards to ponder, some energies that can be used as a jumping off point for the new year, okay? And even maybe as an intuitive exercise, just kind of feeling what you want to focus on for the new year and seeing if these cards line up with that message or that energy, okay? Yes. Also, purple kept coming through, so really trust your intuition, Taurans, okay? Money, money, money. 10 of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus. So this is great with that Hermit and 10 of Cups at the beginning of this reading. We also had the Hierophant and now the cards leading into this new year. lots and lots of money, and opportunity for unlimited potential around investments or opportunities. So it's kind of what I've been saying the whole time. You don't need to work as hard as you've been working for the same outcome to the point of burnout, or if things, you might be making a good wage and you might be happy, but how can you be even happier by working less? You have more time to do the things that you enjoy. I think travel for a lot of you as well, or potentially even attracting opportunities or lovers that allow you to have more fun and to travel more. It might even be quite simply like attracting a lover who is wealthy, or you both are in a state of mind to attract more success and prosperity in the new year, for those of you currently in a relationship, and just getting attuned that you're both on that same wavelength. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty blessed. 10 of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are coming into a lot of money, at least the potential. Just get out of your own way, rewrite the narrative so that you can welcome in all of this money and success moving forward. Also inheritance. Some of you might just be getting gifts and money from your family or from those around you that can boost those coins rolling in, okay? So that is my general reading for this Capricorn season. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, all tips and donation to support content creation here at Stillwater Alchemy are always appreciated. I'll put the link to our PayPal in the description of this video. If you wish to book a one-on-one reading to go into these themes even further, I have a few openings left in December and the beginning of January, but after that, my books are going to be closed indefinitely as I have some new projects and content in the work for 2022, so stay tuned. And please feel free to share this video with a fellow Taurus who could also benefit from the message. Thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful, successful, prosperous Capricorn season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.